Hi, and welcome once again. This is a solo episode today, and I was just sitting for a few minutes, being really present with what wanted to be said. And sometimes I feel like I'm repeating messages, or I'm coming at you from different venues, whether it's on Facebook or my daily love notes, or here, Instagram, wherever it might be, with similar messages. But I just finished recording a podcast episode with the most beautiful soul, of course. And she said something that was so lovely and perfect and piercing. She said it changed her life and I wanted to share it. It comes along with the message that I wanted to share anyway, which is kind of the point about sharing the message. For one, we learn through repetition. And what she said that she once heard someone say was something to the effect of, the way that you speak something could be how someone needs to hear it. The way that you speak truth, maybe someone out there, undoubtedly someone out there, can only hear. I'm going to say that more powerfully because I think this is how she said it. Can only hear truth spoken by you. And that's a really beautiful thought. She said it changed her whole life. It made her step into her gifts and share what she is here to share. And I am often thinking about what I came here to share and embodying what I came here to be and who I say I am, what I say I am. Because what I say I am, which I learned through a lot of personal development and a lot of spiritual development and expansion and opening and meditating and releasing and learning again and again and again and going through that fire of my own inner work, is that I am here to be love. And this woman, she was such a beautiful guest, and I will share her with you in short order, I'm sure. Um, but at the end of our podcast, she said, "You are love on legs." She said, "You are the absolute perfect person that this came through, this podcast that you are calling Leading with Love, because that is what you are." And I want to talk about this today. I want to talk about how when you know what you are, you can be that. And without you being that, whatever your version of that is, it doesn't get to happen in this world. And if we're co-creating the world we want to see, and if we are wanting it to be full of peace and love and communication and cooperation and connection and possibility and potential and passion, it's P Day, the Sesame Street letter of the day, it's P, I guess. Are we being those things? Are we embodying them? And do you really know that by being that, not just paying lip service to it, being it, choosing that, whatever yours is, being that in the world, sorry, I keep knocking my computer here, makes a difference. And only you can be that in the way that you came here to be it. And whatever you're speaking will feel like truth to somebody who needs to hear it as only you can speak it, or see it as only you can show it, or whatever those gifts are that you have. You know, I talk a lot about us owning our gifts, and it's really important because you have myriad opportunities every single day to choose, to choose, to choose. I have opportunities every single day to choose my highest values, to be those, to embody them. For me, it's love, of course, peace, joy, connection, but those are my top for sure. When I was a little kid, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I was in a school play, and that's just such a funny little memory that just came up. I had a sign. It was a Christmas play. I had a sign and it said love and joy. And I didn't know, and I was like 6 or 7 maybe, and I didn't know until the end my dad made fun of me after the play. Sorry, Dad, but he's always made fun of me for that because it was just funny and it was silly. I was holding the sign upside down the whole time. I had one job. My job was to hold up a sign that said love and joy in the Christmas pageant. And I was holding it upside down. So my whole life, my dad has always said, Yaj Jana Evil, because that's what it is backwards. And I just find it kind of cool, actually, that those are the things that I have lived into. Love and joy are my highest states: ecstasy, love, joy. Um, yeah, that's what I'm here to be. And peace, peace, peace for sure. And they are choices. But the more you choose them, the more you choose them, the more you embody them, the more that's your frequency and you can hold it. And that's what I wanted to talk about quickly today is what it's like to be that. I've had a whole lot of opportunities recently to be peace. Um, and that includes surrendering to what everybody else is doing, not having it affect me, not letting it change me, not letting it have anything to do with what I choose to be and what I choose to hold. I made a comment just as an example, and then I will wrap this up because I like to keep my own episodes a lot shorter, so that they're just little bits in your day for whenever you want them. And I'm grateful that you are here. Thank you for listening or watching. I made a comment on a post on Instagram, and I rarely comment unless I'm adding love to something. But in this case, it was somebody fairly famous, and she was dancing and she was happy. She looked happy to me. And a whole bunch of people, thousands and thousands of people, were cutting her up and saying, oh, she's too old to dance like that, or she's a mom, she shouldn't be dancing like that, or she doesn't have the body, or she this, that. Women too were cutting this beautiful, vivacious, vibrant woman into shredding her into pieces. And I rarely get into the fray of something like that. Woo, that's giving me shivers because I just choose to observe and let people be whatever they are. But in this case, I made a comment and I said something like, the only thing we should be commenting on is how happy she is to be dancing to the music and her beautiful smile. And I just left it at that, because aloha is the answer is literally my Instagram handle. It's like, love is the answer. Aloha means love. Like, why? What else is there to just say, oh, wow, isn't she a beautiful, happy woman dancing? Dancing is primal. It's one of our most amazing, instinctual expressions of joy and of life force, coursing through us. So anyway, I forgot about it and I went on with my life and I did all the things that I do, that we all do. And I only just found out last night, this came across my feed, and I had like 3,500, 3,048 or something. The number sticks out at me. Likes on this comment, which for me is a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really in that world. I know people get hundreds of thousands of comments or likes or whatever, but anyway, it got some traction, and I know there were a whole bunch of responses. And I was reading through them and I was just like, wow, it was like human nature in these responses. Some people were like, yeah, that was so beautiful, go. And other people were like, don't you tell me what to do, as if I was telling them what to do. And other people were like, yeah, look at that ass on this girl. And I was on the dancing woman, which she was not revealing, by the way. She was just moving it beautifully. But anyway, I really noticed that I had a desire to be loving on that comment. And I did not need to respond to any of those people, because my choosing peace also includes my own heart, and my choosing to be loving includes unconditional love for however people choose to respond, and however they took my comment, that's none of my business. I release it. And I guess maybe I shouldn't have commented in the first place. I didn't think it was in any way telling anyone what to do. It was more like, you guys just chill out on this poor woman. But even that gave me a lesson in complete unconditional love. Like, okay, they get to respond however they respond. I release that. I love them. We all have our own journey. And people who make mean comments are not happy people. I choose peace in my heart. I offer peace to them if they want it. I vibrate it out. I send it out. I radiate it out. And that's all I can do. I'm not responsible for anyone else. And no one else is responsible for me either. Not my vibration, not my choices, not my thoughts, not my life. I'll take care of me. I will send you love, always, because that is what I am and that is what I've got to share. And I hope it makes a difference, but it's not up to me whether it does or not. As I just said with the beautiful woman on my podcast, we are just vessels, and we show up and share what wants to be shared, and it goes out into the world and touches whoever it's meant to touch. So I hope that it does touch your heart, this podcast, and I hope that you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. And I hope that you join our love notes for a little more love every day. And I hope that you speak your truth so that someone else out there can hear it as only you can speak it. I hope you live what you came here to live, whatever that is. I hope you embody it. That's what I have for you today. Thank you once again. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed this episode and it helped you open your heart, feel inspired, and know that we are all connected. Please subscribe and share so this work can touch more people. This is how we co-create the world we want to live in. Thank you so much again for joining us, and talk to you next time.